guys, it's Barry Mastermind here with you once again, and today guys I'm going to be showing you my trading results for today. Um, it's been pretty much of a rough day today guys, actually, because we actually pretty much lost somewhat every single of our trades. You know, we tried and tried again, but the condition of the market has just been absolutely, terrible. Because today is Easter. I probably should have like dialed down my on my trade size, but it's kind of a not a completely terrible day, but we have come out with some profit. But from what we started with, we're a little bit down. So I'm just gonna walk through my trades that I took today, guys, and just show you. So this trade we took here, I believe this was Euro USD, and this one didn't work out. We actually entered here, as you can see here, entered here, anticipating it's gonna push higher, and that one lost. So that was the first. Well, that was actually the last trade we took. Let me just go back so I can show you. Okay, this one we took here, we actually this one was on Nasdaq USD. Came here, had a nice overextension right here, but as you can see, guys, it closed below. So this one it lost as well, but it was a really nice setup. Um, and this one here, the only ones that did came in our favor, well, kind of, this one here was supposed to win, but I don't know what happened. Uh, the market, it kept gapping up so much that I don't know what happened. Technically, I honestly, we didn't win or lose on this trade, which is a good thing. We kind of broke even. So, but we entered here and it closed up here, as you can see. So I don't really know what happened there. Um, I think there was some sort of spread. The broker was just, not, kind of pushing in my favor, but that's whatever. It's just one trade. It didn't lose, so which is okay. Oh, let me just. Uh, so I've just saved the wrong one, guys. Let me just save that there like that. I just saved the wrong one. I do want to save that one there like that. Okay, and the next one we took on here was nice over extension. It came all the way down to here. Realistically, when I seen the setup, it was here. I should have really entered here, but I got in on this price here, and this is another setup that realistically it should have won, but it didn't work out in our favor this time. So it's like whatever. And after like taking a few, this was actually the first trade we took. Didn't work out. This was the first one, didn't work out. The second one broke even, which we like, okay, that's fine. And then we had like one more trade to take, but then we kind of went crazy. Not on this one. Last time we took, it didn't work out. That's three, fair enough. So it would have been just 4-0, but we kind of went crazy on Euro USD and put extra two trades, and that's why we're on a little bit of a drawdown. But the account is actually slightly, well, technically we're up today about, let's have a look, about 40, about 47%, simply because yesterday, outside of my trading time, I just went a bit crazy, bought the account quite a bit higher, and then it's a little minor setback, nothing crazy, guys. But I just wanted to show you guys how my progress is going, and yeah, today was not the day. It just simply was not the day for me. But then again, it is Good Friday, so the market wasn't in the best conditions. Realistically, I should have. Once I hit that other setup that didn't work out, I just called it a day, and I left it as it is. I could have found some better setups, but it wasn't working out for me. But anyways, let me just explain how this setup works. Anyway, we have about one, two, four types of indicators, right? have some red ones, some green ones, black ones, and yellow ones. So what I tend to do, the red ones, it's a put. The green ones are the call. The black ones are exactly the same thing, but what it is the previous movement. It, if it came lower than the previous low, then it will push a bit further, and that means that's like outside the zone, and vice versa. If it, like, say this is the highest point it went to and then it dropped, you see it went a bit higher than that, so that's where you get the the yellow signal that's pushing. um and it could push from the beginning of here and keep on pushing, so just bear that in mind. The ones that don't really push that much are the green ones and the red ones. They don't push as much. As you can see, that one it pushed a little bit and then it's starting to drop right now. um what I like to do is, right, I like to only take the ones that got you going with the overall trend. So right now, as you can see, the market is just choppy. It hasn't really done anything today. It's really in a bad market condition. Really, as you can see, guys, it's just there's a lot of gaps, a lot of kind of up and down movement, a lot of wicks. It's really not the best market conditions. But look, the market has been consolidated within this area and this area the whole of today, right? That's about a range of about, I don't know, 35 pips, give or take, about 35 pips there, and it's just been within this area. Realistically, I could have found some nice setups, but you know, we just wasn't on the right side of the market. But what I like to do is, if the market is above the 200 MA, uh, which is this yellow line here, um, I'm looking for only buying setups, so core setups. If the market is above this 200 MA, this is a 200, this a 100, and this is a 50, right? If the market is above 200 MA and all these three MAs are fanning out nicely, like so, a good distance, at least 4 pips away from each other is decent. I like at least 4 pips, but this is, it's not as strong, but it's still okay. This is a decent amount. It's about, a pip and a half away from each other, which is okay. Realistically, I like 4 pips is decent for me, but it's still above. We didn't get a signal here, so you wouldn't have taken a setup here. You didn't get a signal here at all. I'm gonna show you guys where you actually got a signal. So this one here, it came below, crossed, came up. You would have taken this one because I don't personally take it. Um, I'll wait for a put because it's below the 200 MA. This one here looks nice, and these moving averages, they work as support and resistance. So if it spikes up, there's two ways you can trade it. As soon as it spikes up and it touches the MA, you can take a 5 minute put to the downside, or you could actually wait for a sell signal. So let me just hold on. Let me just find this. Well, okay, there it is. Oop, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see. Let's see. There. Okay. Why is it? I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, so what I like to do is, on this particular setup here, what I like to do is, right. I like for the market to break the Bollinger Band. So that's one. Once it breaks the Bollinger Band and we get a signal, I would wait for. See, we got a signal here. It might have popped around here or so, or whatever, but I wait for a red bar. This bar was the red bar, so you could have put here. The only thing about taking it after, when you wait for the confirmation, is you don't get the kind of the best price to enter in at. Whereas if you take as soon as you take it, as soon as you get the signal, it's gonna be a way better price. But sometimes it does push again, so there's pro and cons there. But I personally just like to wait for the touch. I don't like to wait for the confirmation. If you took the confirmation, this one you would have entered here for 5 bars. One, two, three, four, five. This one still would have worked out. It still would have worked out in your favor, but me entering here is like a comfortable, nice nice little win, right? So this one did work out in your favor. Bear in mind, not all the setups do work out in your favor, but this is still quite it's still quite a tight movement. So I would prefer to take something like this one because it's pushed quite a bit. And I also use like Fibonacci as well for extra complement and extra confirmation as well. This one, if it breaks this 200 MA and it was in a current downtrend, this is still a valid setup, so long as at it's the first break of that 200 MA. It is still a decent setup because you have to understand we're actually using the lower time frame and it's very noisy. So if it breaks, technically it breaks, it's classed as an uptrend, but then again it's really not, because it's gonna break quite a few times um before, and then it reverses. For it to confirm an actual break, is what you need is for it to break, do a little reversal, have some resistance on this 200 MA, and then carry on going up. A bit like an ABCD pattern. So you get a pull, you get an upwards movement, pull back, upwards movement, pull back, upwards movement. So this would still have been a slightly better setup for me. Um, you know, just bear in mind these indicators do move. They do move, guys. So bear in mind. I am actually giving this template out so absolutely free. So if you would like the template, feel free to email me. um, as I do post my videos on a regular basis, and I show you guys my results and how my account is. Today wasn't the best of days, but we still in a profit because I kind of did some extra trades yesterday, the day before. Um, so it's all right. Like I said, you see where it was before here, guys. The red signal, it was here before. Bear in mind, it was here before, and then it pushed a bit. So if you enter here within what, 1 2 3 4 5, maybe, yeah, you might have got that set up, you might have actually got that trade there. So you have to bear that in mind, guys. But if you wait for the confirmation, you enter here. That's why I don't personally like to wait for the confirmation. Sometimes, more often than not, you're actually going to get a really bad price. But if you just execute on at the top, you're gonna have like the higher probability of actually working out in your favor. Now, how binary options work? They work very. It's pretty much like forex, but the only difference is it's um it's actually very simple. You have a call and a put, right? The market goes up, down, right? You execute at this price here. All the market has to be is either below or above this current price within the expiration given. So if you put a 1 minute, 2 minute, all the way to like 30 minutes, we do have trades into days, so like one every hour or at the end of the week, long-term trades or whatever, right? I trade turbo, and the most trade I ever do is maybe 5 or 4 minutes, right? And all you have to anticipate is if the market's going to go up or down within set expiration. It's very simple. There is no spread. There's no stop loss, no take profit, and all it has to do, even if it's in your favor by a micro pip, you make a 70% payout. You get your £10 back and £7 on top, right? There are different pairs have different payout. It does vary. This pair has 80, 89. Some pairs have 90%. So you can select it based on which pair you want to trade. Now, if I find a setup on this one here, I'm actually gonna get involved. But here there is no setup, right? There is no setup here for me to show you guys, but if there's a setup, I would show you guys how it actually works. Like I was saying before, the market comes up, it touches here resistance. Now this is kind of classed as an upwards trend. So realistically, I'm really looking for like upwards movement for me to capitalize on this, like looking for, like, for now, if it breaks down and it gives me a setup. If it comes below here or so, this would be a decent level to do a nice core setup. Even here would be better. All the way down here would be even better, to be honest with you guys. And I like to use my Fibonacci's, guys. And get some niceness. So this will be a nice setup if it, in the event it does come up. this would be a really nice setup to take. Now, you do have to be patient with these setups. They don't always set up, so be patient with it, and they don't always work. So what I tend to do is use like 5% of my account. Today I went a little bit overboard on maybe just one setup. It was wasn't anything crazy, but I'm still technically still up for the week, which is great. But I don't advise you guys to take more than 5% of your account. Um, you know, because not every trade's gonna work on your favor. As you guys can see, I don't win every single trade. Some of my trades do lose, but it just so happened that you need to give yourself a target. So target is 5%. I am kind of on my way. Not far off. I'm a bit short today, but it's fine. You're gonna have some really good days and some really shit days. It is what it is. But as long as you stay consistent with the system and discipline, you will turn a profit. I just want to show you guys actually how it actually really works. So if you get a calculator here, so if you have a simple strategy, my strategy works. You know, statistically it works. What I've practiced about 78% of the time, but because of the when you forward test it, it's actually slightly lower. So if I check on here, I don't know, my actual win rate has gone down. It's actually now 60, 65. The other week it was 71, but it's actually gone down, so it's 65 right now. This week it was 53%, which is absolutely horrendous. 53%, but we still came out with a nice profit, guys. We still came out with a 66% payout. Um, you know, don't get me wrong. There's some trades that I haven't actually registered here. Bear that in mind. There's some trades I have not registered in here, so bear that in mind. But other than that, it's still decent. Even if I did it from you know what is it from here, would have been down maybe 10% for the week, which is it's not that bad, because it's very recoupable. Within 1 day or two, you can easily make that back. Very simple. So, for example, right, if you're taking five percent trades, right, average of 80%, right, 5% trades, average of 80% payout, making 4% back, right, each trade. So, you take about you take about 100 trades, 70% of them win, so you make 4% of those ones, and you actually lose 30 trades, right? You lose 30 trades. Let's clear that off. You lose 30 trades, which is going to be 5% of your account. You take away 280. That still gives you. Oh, why is it not done it? Okay, one take away 280. Come on, 280. That's still 130% gain on your account on 5%. Of course, 5% is like the maximum trade size on each given trade you should use. You shouldn't use more than 5% in my opinion, because it's pointless really, because you're not gonna win every single trade. But that's still good, and this is based off of 100 trades. If you take 100 trades of the same setup, with a 70% win rate, that's the the return you're looking to gain. Not minus, but 130%, which is like 230% gain on your account, which is very doable. You can do that, in a month. Yeah, every month is doable. You take 5 trades a day, you know, and that's 25 a week. That's 100 a month, right? You can do that. But my rule is 2 wins, I'm out. 2 losses, I'm out. Today I kind of broke the rule today. I thought I could have, made a little return on that other trade because I got a better entry, but stuff, it doesn't work out. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it, as I do post on a regular basis, and you guys will see my results and see how my progress is going on this challenge account. Thank you guys for watching. That's Binary Mastermind signing out. Bye bye.